Today I'm going to tell you the most terrifying thing that's ever happened to me. Now, remember, I do ghost hunts. I go in abandoned houses. I go in abandoned buildings. I was in the service. I am afraid of very little. I step where I probably shouldn't, run my mouth where I probably shouldn't, and just walk with no thoughts of what could happen to me. But this scared the devil out of me. I want people to know that if you have Xfinity Mobile in your town, you are facing extreme danger if something doesn't go right. Now, yesterday morning, I was on my computer doing a story, and my internet went down. It's no big deal. Xfinity's known for that. It goes down all the time. But this time, it didn't come up. And it didn't come up. And it didn't come up. Finally, 2 hours go by. And I said, I gotta call Xfinity and tell them. Well, the first person I got was like, well, we can have somebody out next Monday. And that was this Tuesday, so 6 days. And I'm like, you can have somebody out on Monday. You can't have anybody out any earlier. Well, try unplugging. I said, I've done all the steps. I've unplugged, I rebooted. Nothing happened. But I still could get a Wi-Fi on my phone. So I said, can't you get any earlier? He hung up. I called back, waited on hold for like a half an hour, finally got a lady, and she goes, we've got your information here. You're pinging off your telephone pole. It looks like there's a problem with the outside box, not inside your house. This is an interesting thing, though. If you live near an airport, there would be some genuine concerns. And I'm like, I do live near an airport. There's an airport less than a half a mile down the street. What do you mean if you have, if there's a problem with this, it could affect the airport? She goes, well, sometimes this ping, if it gets a leak, it's long enough, it can block the pilot from communicating with the control tower. Now, this is some serious stuff. We have Cessnas, we have small carrier planes. It's a small airport. I'll admit it, but you might lose contact with the person that's telling you where to land. That's never good. Then she goes, once in a while, it might affect your 911. Now, that's good. So, I'm going to have 911 calling, and they're going to come to my house when they are needed 5 miles away. This is a small town of only 18,000, but our area is about 70 square miles. So you could be in the town of Montague and be 12 miles away. And I would hate to think that a heart attack victim is being sent to my house. So I'm like, well, somebody needs to come out right away. This isn't a normal. We can get somebody out on Friday. I said, no. Hey, this is a case where you might be blocking communication between an airplane and the control tower. Not good. You're also said it could be affecting the 911 system. What if somebody's house catches fire and they go to the wrong location? Well, she said, I'll do the best I can. I'll send somebody out between 4 and 6. Now, that means 5 hours, but I really wasn't worried because nighttime wasn't going to hit. It was supposed to be foggy that night. Now, I had contacted the police, and they said, oh, probably be all right because they'll know when they look that this is not the airport. And I'm like, excuse me, when it gets dark, when it gets foggy, when it starts snowing, and we're supposed to get a snowstorm on Thursday, and we have Cessnas where people are flying without even pilot licenses legally in my state. They may get confused, and by the time they realize that those lights they're looking at are the street lights, they could be in serious trouble. I said, I need to have somebody come out. Well, you don't have to be home, ma'am, and we'll take care of it. So I was a little upset. I went to work, and I came back and they hadn't come. But their answer to fixing it was to shut off my box completely. Now, that doesn't stop the box on the pole, but it completely blocked my home from having any kind of internet. I called. I said, look, you were supposed to be out between 4 and 6. Where is somebody? I live a half a mile from an airport, less than a mile from the police station that does the 911. Where is the man that's supposed to come out and fix this leak that I have? Well, we're not sending anybody out tonight. What do you mean you're not sending anybody out? If there's a life flight, this airport is what they use if somebody is life flighted from the hospital that's about 4 miles down the street. So if there's a life flight, there's fog out, perhaps they won't go as far out and be off and hit my house a half a mile away. But there are trees, there's a trailer park within feet of the place. There's a tech school. I mean, there could be students there. You're not playing games. This is a lot of people. Well, cry as I would, Xfinity basically told me, oh, well. So, finally, at noon today, out comes this nice guy, and he meets my wrath because I'm in no mood. And he says, oh, they told you it was going to be 3 days. He goes, that's normal. I said, you mean to tell me that somebody's box on their pole can become something wrong with it, and they know that there's a chance that 911 calls aren't getting through, possibly an airplane might land, and they're telling people 3 days? It says, oh, that's normal. Just wanted people to know. Thank you.